the last two speakers really gave us an update in terms of events, but what we've tried to do throughout the couple of years of this programme is actually give industry an opportunity to update us, and we've selected the next guest really on their attitude and their entrepreneurship and things that they have really seized in their businesses which do impact on tourism and beyond. So I'm delighted to ask to the stage Jennifer McKeever, and I first met Niall McKeever at an event, and the next thing I was launching your new bus from the Hilton. I was being asked to do a video, so you've got a great way of engaging people, and I hope you can give us a great update on your business today. So welcome to Jennifer McKeever for Airporter.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jennifer McKeever. I'm here today from Airporter, and thank you for that great introduction, Carolyn. For those of you who don't know us, Airporter is an award-winning locally based transport company providing a direct connection between Derry, Londonderry and the two Belfast airports. We've been in business since 1996, and we currently carry about 80,000 passengers, and we're certainly looking forward to see that increasing in 2012 and 2013. It's been a great pleasure to have been asked to speak at today's events, and thank you very much for the NITB for the invitation and the opportunity to be a part of this fantastic roadshow. The first thing I'd like to comment on is how exciting it really feels to be a part of our homegrown tourism product. And certainly what we've seen this morning is just incredible evidence of how exciting the next couple of years are going to be. We are now in our 16th year in business, and I've certainly never had such optimism or seen such opportunities in tourism as we do right now. But it's clear that we all have a part to play over the next 2 years and beyond in making sure that we make the most out of these opportunities. This tiny little 6-county country has these several massive events that are coming our way in 2012 and 2013. And it's certainly going to be many years before we see anything like it again. 2012 will be with us now in a matter of weeks, 60-odd days or something ridiculous like that. So it's definitely time. The time is definitely upon us to put our planning, our products and our people in place to make sure that when the world arrives on our doorstep that we're ready to receive it. I'm particularly pleased to be asked to join such outstanding local businesses. It's a bit daunting to be asked to talk about what Airporter's doing when we also have the sumptuous Beach Hill Hotel going to describe what they're doing. But I think small businesses like ours have the same responsibility to be visitor ready as the larger businesses do. So if the category that Airporter is filling today is what small businesses should be doing, then we're very happy to fill that category. So in the year to date, Airporter has taken some big steps forward in preparation for 2012 and 2013. Earlier this year, Airporter became one of the first 4 companies in Northern Ireland to acquire a brand new accreditation, which is called the Gold Star Customer Service Award. The accreditation took about 6 months, and it was a very collaborative process. So all members of staff have been involved in setting out our customer service standards. As part of the process, all members of staff went through a customer service NVQ level 2 with the North West Regional College, which was really quite robust. And it spent a lot of time looking at the real frontline skills that everyone needs. I think over the next 2 years, we have no excuse to deliver anything other than brilliant service. Maybe we can't match the resources of some bigger cities, and we certainly can't guarantee the weather. But we have this amazing opportunity to bring people to our doors. And we have to at least show them that they're very welcome, that we are glad that they're with us, and that we appreciate their custom. 2012, 2013 is our opportunity to bring people to our door. But the real test of the success will be if we get the world back again. And to a very large extent, I think that will depend on the quality of welcome that they get whenever they're with us. Airporter now includes City of Culture branding in all our signage and on all our vehicles. It's a very positive yes that states that we are a company that's looking forward to 2013, but it's also a great way to attract the attention of the thousands of cars that we pass on our route between Derry, Londonderry and the Belfast airports. 11 times a day, starting at 4 o'clock in the morning. Book online. We just last month moved into our new premises, so our new location is at the bottom of the Culmore Road, and we have much better access and much better and much improved visibility and presence. We're just beside Da Vinci's and the Ulster Bank at the bottom of the Culmore Road. One of the things we were asked in the couple of months before our move, whenever we were describing where we were moving to, the first question that people said is it beside the bank that was bombed? And we would go, yes, it is. We actually thought about including it in our literature. We would say at the bottom of the Culmore Road, beside Da Vinci's and the bank that was bombed. But we thought it wasn't really in feel with our whole positive city of culture attitude, so we decided not to. So we have improved the passenger check-in area and the waiting area, and the whole look and the feel of our office and our premises have been upgraded. The branding on the front of the office is half City of Culture, half Airporter, and where we are now is at the main junction on the way into the city. So our City of Culture, yes, is a very positive welcome on the way into the city. We just last week took possession of 2 new high-spec vehicles. These vehicles have leather interiors and tables, and while we have had Wi-Fi for the past couple of years across the whole fleet, these vehicles actually have power points as well, because what we have found is that people who use our services and like to use their mobile device whenever they're travelling, if they use the hour and a half or the 2 hours to the airport to do that, actually their power has nearly gone by the time they're even starting their journey. There was an intelligence report that the NITB just put out a couple of weeks ago, and one of the global trends, not necessarily GB or NI, but one of the global trends that was mentioned is that now in hotels globally, people come and check in with not 1 or 2, but actually 3 mobile devices, laptop, tablet, smartphone, maybe 2 smartphones. So certainly being able to match that need is something that we would like to be in the forefront in doing. So not only have these coaches got Wi-Fi, but they've got the PowerPoints as well. These vehicles will allow Airporter to increase frequency on the scheduled service, which is clearly something that we're really going to be challenged with these massive big events like Peace One and the Clipper Festival. But it will also mean that we can expand our audience to include private transfers and private groups, and particularly corporate hire during 2012 and 2013. We'd barely seen them actually, because they were at the EMAs, and we had Kasabian in one of our vehicles. Very excited about that. So what's next? What's still to be done? Well, for us, certainly increased frequency and increased capacity is going to be one of the first things that we're going to have to look at. And Pamela, who's with me from Airport today, and I will be going home and we'll be scribbling out all these dates to make sure that we're adding capacity, and a lot of it, certainly for Peace One and the Clipper event coming up very soon. We will also have to work with other operators around the company to subcontract vehicles in, if and when that is required, to make sure that we can deliver the quality and the capacity for these big events. We've also become much more proactive in joint promotions and resellers. So we're in the process of making all accommodation providers in the Northwest affiliate resellers of our existing schedule service. But we would like to extend that to private transfers, so that hotel staff can actually either book the airport or schedule service, or indeed a private transfer for their guests. Our Google Analytics have shown that we have about 25,000 visitors to our website every month, which is fantastic, but we don't convert all of those to sales. I wish. So what are those visitors coming to our site and walking away without? Some of them come for information and that's all they need, but clearly some of them are looking for products that we don't currently offer. So we are certainly going to take this opportunity with 2012 and 2013 to extend that private transfer market as well. In addition to the airport market, we'll be extending a range of private day and multi-day tours, and we'd like to really focus on sort of the domestic market. So we'll be marketing Derry, Londonderry to cities like Belfast to create products to bring them down, and work with accommodation providers to create product there, and of course do that in reverse for the big events coming up in Belfast in 2012. Continuous customer service improvement is certainly right at the top of our list of things to be done. We want every member of our staff to be in a position to directly influence our visitors' experience. We want them to feel that they are a very integral part of delivering the events of 2012 and 2013, and we want them to understand how crucial their role is in forming those visitors' perception of our city. Our airporter staff literally have the responsibility of being the first and the last impression that people will have of coming to our city. It's a daunting responsibility, and we have to know that our staff have the right training, the right tools and the right expectations, and that they feel empowered and positive about doing so. Then they will be in a position to deliver good customer service, and hopefully lots of it. We'll certainly be focusing on communication. Communication works both ways, so we need to make sure that we're staying up to date with events like this, and staying in touch with Culture Company, the Chamber, DVCB, NITB, Tourism Ireland, and making sure that we keep everybody informed on what's coming up. Also, it's important that we keep our customers up to date on what we're doing. And of course, the big market that is available to us right now is our own local market. So one of the ways that we're doing this is by assigning different sort of fields of communication to different members of staff, whether that's on Facebook or with email, or just keeping in touch with our own local customer base to make sure that everybody knows what's going on. Finally, we have to imagine now what the eyes of the world will see when they look at us, when they arrive. We have to create a positive dialogue in our businesses about 2012 and 2013 and make sure that our staff are kept up to date. Our frontline staff are the most important people to be made to feel involved, because they can and will tell our visitors what's going on around the city and will enormously influence our visitors' experience. We do have a news story to tell, and we have this amazing opportunity to do it. We just have to make sure our next story is a good one. So thank you very much. I'd like to introduce our next speaker, who is Conor Donnelly from the Beach Hill Hotel.